All right, welcome everybody. I would say it's lovely to see everyone's faces, but virtually we can't always do that. My name is Nick Duvet. I'm going to be your host and MC this evening. More or less, my job is to kind of make sure the flow of the evening goes well, making sure everyone's comfortable. Just like any other time, although we are not together with this, 37 years of doing this gala, this will be hopefully our only virtual gala we'll have to do. So I just want to take a moment to personally thank each and every one of you for coming, for all the physicians, anybody that works in healthcare, and all of our elected officials. Truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here tonight. Obviously, 2020 has been, a crazy year, and so many of you guys are working overtime, double time. And as somebody who has been directly affected family-wise from COVID, I want to personally thank you. And so many people want to thank you as well. And so this is just my opportunity to just stop and just say thank you. Same thing with our elected officials. You guys have an important job, and it's not an easy job. So thank you so much for doing that this evening. Wanted to get that out of the way. We have so many fantastic things going on, but we are on a strict timeline this evening as well. So I don't have like the playoff music for at the Oscars, but we'll do our best to keep flowing. And same thing with names, pronunciations. There's no disrespect. I apologize if for some reason there is a name here or there that I may not get 100% correct, but I do want to thank each and every one of you for coming here this evening and sharing this evening with us. Once again, this is 37th Annual Gala, the Association of Indian Physicians of Northern Ohio. And to welcome everybody, I'd like to introduce Andhra Datta for a lamp lighting and invocation.
Namaste and good evening to all. I would first like to start by thanking Dr. Rupesh Raina for inviting me to this event. Lamp lighting is a tradition, an Indian tradition that is usually done before any auspicious event. So the light is supposed to eradicate the darkness, the grief, and unhappiness. So every human being in life, I feel we are in search of finding that eternal bliss. And being an artist, I find it through my dance. So I use my dance to emit my inner light, and I would like to offer a small offering to all of you.
right, thank you so much. And now I'd like to introduce to you, representing the United States with our national anthem, Elena Flado from Songbook Academy Ambassador. All right, let's go ahead and try that again. Is Elena with us?
Ron Flado, and I'm a private practice nephrologist in the Cleveland area and a partner in AmeriCare Kidney Institute, also known as AKI. We at AKI are proud to be a sponsor of the 37th annual AIPNO Gala. We are also proud to be partners with Dr. Rupesh Raina, the current president of AIPNO. His tireless work ethic and commitment to excellence in the medical field are unmatched. I've been asked to introduce tonight's national anthem singer, a young lady I could talk endlessly about. She's an award-winning singer-songwriter from Akron, Ohio. She's an ambassador for the Songbook Academy, one of just 40 students chosen nationwide to study under 5-time Grammy-nominated Michael Feinstein. She was a 2019 winner in the National High School Rock-Off, performing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Her songs have aired on Cleveland radio. She has been a soloist with the Cleveland Jazz Orchestra as well as the Akron Symphony Orchestra. She performed the national anthem for the 2019 National Football League Hall of Fame enshrinement ceremony. She's performed at 20 places in Cleveland, such as Nighttown, the Grog Shop, and the Cleveland Playhouse Square. She's also known as Honey Lane and releasing her first EP this spring. Please welcome my daughter, Elena Flado. Elena, take it away.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. It was absolutely beautiful. And now singing the Indian National Anthem, Kailash Kerr and Companions.
भारत भाग्य विधाता
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा
द्राविड उत्कल बंगा
विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा
उच्छल जलधि तरंग
तव शुभ सब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा
जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे
भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय
Thank you so much. Next, I'd like to welcome to our virtual stage to officially welcome everyone, Dr. Bejati Mukunda, the bot chair.
Good evening. Thank you, Nick. Thanks for the introduction. Welcome, everyone. Good evening, and thank you for gracing our event this evening. I would like to welcome all the honorable staff, the honorable guests, AIPNO supporters, Executive Committee, Board of Trustee members, CME presenters, judges, and most importantly, our researchers.
Today, it's my privilege to give the presidential speech for 2020. Following the path shown by the predecessors, AIPNO has continued to grow its base and numbers since 1983. AIPNO draws its strength from the experience of an old members like Dr. Satish Mahana, Dr. Haria, Dr. Sundaresh, and the energy of its young like Dr. Ronit Chakravarti and Nikhil Nair. AIPNO fosters and encourages participation from the high school student, health grade providers, community leaders, philanthropists, practitioners, dedicated donors, and valued beneficiaries. The year 2020 has been a year unlike any other. Even before our current pandemic, there was issues which AIPNO has ran into. Our full cabinet of executive position was not filled until mid of March. We lost the service of an integral member on the board, our coordinator, Binny, who has been with us for over 15 years. I was dealing with the challenge, and despite of our high ambition coming into the role, many of them had to be thrown out or radically retooled thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic. Fundraising, volunteering, social and education event all had to be curtailed. I looked upon the God. I said, what do you want from me? Why such a tough year for me? He said, when the heart is hurting with the pain, the burdens are too heavy and the path is treacherous. Chant more, pray more, stay connected with me, your well-wishers, mentors, and friends, and fill up the hollow with me and my name. That is true. I have a shoulder to cry and seek advice from our BOT chair, Dr. Bejati Mukunda. Person to vent, express our frustration, which is our president, Dr. Mehta, Dr. Dharmesh Mehta, which has evolved as a younger brother for me, working with him for a year. My mother figure, Dr. Geeta Gidwani, to get hope and strength. My friend, Dr. Parmar, past president, to fill the hollow. Dr. Dalbir Sandhu, Dr. Manmeet Ahluwalia, Dr. Reema Gulati as a friend to keep my enthusiasm going. Dr. Saloni Khatri to keep my spiritual faith up and growing. Dr. Vikas Jain to correct me at the minutia level. And Mr. Amit Ahuja, a savior to provide a virtual platform to the AIPNO, which all of you are enjoying. My special thanks to my students who have been working day and night to bring research to a higher level. I learn from them every day. They are my source of energy and strength. Despite these unfathomable situations, the strength and determination of AIPNO members shine through. Our team led several initiatives to provide assistance for those affected by COVID-19. AIPNO dedicated their annual medical yatra to help local, national, and international community in a dire need of personal protective equipments. Our effort not only limited to our COVID-19 convalescent blood plasma registry for Northeastern Ohio, but to the educational webinar to food bank and women and children and shelter food banks initiative. In collaborative effort with several other organizations, including SEVA and FICA, the organization has undertaken the enormous task of rallying support for the healthcare community and collaborating, impacting local, national, and international counties in a positive manner. Never have we seen all members to be so heavily involved, and cannot thank you, each one of you, for this successful implementation of the first virtual AIPNO Gala. The AIPNO fundraiser is one of our most prestigious events. This event consists of complimentary CME, research showcase, an award ceremony, and a cultural program. We award scholarship to a medical student and recognize distinguished physician of the year who has been instrumental in the field of medicine. We have more than 600 participation this year live right now. At the end, I want to thank my wife, Dr. Geetu Palajani, and my son, Manan, Reina, and Manya Renya for their love and support. Thank you for letting me share your personal time for AIPNO endeavors. Despite our new fondness for Zoom and virtual platform, I hope to be able to meet with you all in person and celebrate our accomplishment in a near future. I get very emotional today with the speech. And if you really want to ask me what is my biggest accomplishment in AIPNO is, I'm standing with my AIPNO physicians today, fighting with the COVID, and we still see all my colleagues and my senior alive and running the AIPNO. Thank you.
That was fantastic. To be quite honest, not many people on the stream know, but Dr. Reina really affected my life about a week ago when my mom, 2 weeks ago, I should say, when my mom went into the ER from complications with COVID. She's stage 4 COPD. So it was quite a shock when we saw that. And it happened that Dr. Reina had called me or texted me on Thanksgiving about this event, and him and I have not had conversation for months. And it just happened that was the time when we needed somebody the most. And he happened to be in Western Reserve Hospital doing his rounds, which is exactly where my mother was. I'm really happy to say today that yesterday my mom went into a rehab center and she has negative of COVID, somebody who is stage 4 COPD. And I truly have to thank Dr. Reina for saving her life. So, after he talked about that, I felt that this was just a very good thing to talk about. It really did mean a lot to me, obviously, but thank you so much from the bottom of our heart. And thank you to all of you who do risk your life and all of your time. So let's continue on with our next portion here. Presenting the Lifetime Achievement Award, I'd like to introduce Najar Otani, who is the Ohio House of Representatives 42nd District.
Well, thank you, Nick and Dr. Reina, for having me. Great to see my friend Dr. Manan here, and thank you to the other officers for AIPNO and the board for having me. My name is Neeraj Antani. I serve as the current state representative for the 42nd House District in Dayton, Ohio. I'm proud to be the second Indian American elected official in Ohio history and the youngest Indian American elected official in the country. This past election cycle, I was elected as the first Indian American state senator in Ohio history, and in January, I will become a state senator here for the Dayton area. My parents immigrated from India to the United States, like so many in our community. In 1978, became citizens in 1984. And it's because of what the immigrant generation in our community has done is the only reason that I am able to do what I am doing at the State House. And in particular, we know how important it is for the Indian American physician community in our community and the contribution. There are approximately 4,000 Indian American physicians in Ohio, obviously mostly concentrated in Northeast Ohio with AIPNO. And the work, the everyday work that Indian American physicians do is so critical. 1 in 7 patient visits in America is with an Indian American physician. I sit on the Committee on Health in the House. This is my 4th year on the committee. I've been in the legislature now for 6 years, and we see every day the impact of the work that physicians and Indian American physicians have on our community, from saving lives to working to save people from cancer and other ailments. Obviously, in this time, it is particularly important. The work of the legislature goes on. We're continuing to fight, scope of practice increase bills from, different nursing providers. We continue to, fight insurance companies who, try to prevent coverage from patients and payment to physicians and the like. But obviously, in this pandemic, we're also working to ensure that all doctors, especially in the hospitals, have adequate PPE. We know for months there was not adequate, and even now, we see, at least in my region, unfortunately, physicians continuing to have to reuse PPE, and we need to do a better job in protecting physicians. The state is working with the federal government. It was announced yesterday that physicians and healthcare providers will be in round 1A for the vaccine here in the next few weeks, and we want to make sure that distribution is timely and efficiently provided to those physicians and other healthcare providers who are most at risk and are going to be seeing patients that put them at risk. And so it's truly an honor for me to be able to be a voice for Indian Americans in my community across Ohio and across the country. And I just want to thank you for all of the work you all are doing, particularly in the time that we are now. And obviously happy to be of help in the future as I can. So thank you so much for having me, and please do let me know how I can be helpful.
Thank you so much. And I believe that at this time I'm going to be presenting the Lifetime Achievement Award. Is this correct, Dr. Reyna? I think he may have stepped off. I want to make sure I'm staying in order as we keep going here. I believe that's on. I'm sorry.
Please go
Is
ahead.
that correct?
Please go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. And the winner, I shouldn't say winner because it's a Lifetime Achievement Award, and I don't think winner is something that is the right term for it. But it does give me extreme honor to introduce the Lifetime Achievement Award recipient of the year is Dr. Sheshin Shah. Is Dr. Shah here with us in the room? Hi, Dr. Shah.
Hello.
There you go. If you want to say just a few words, we would really love to hear from you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, President Dr. Raina, and President-elect Dr. Mehta, members of the Executive Committee and the Board of Trustees for honoring me today with a Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm deeply touched and immensely humbled by this award. Honestly speaking, I never thought the small step taken in 1982-83 will become a giant leap for AIPNO. Who could have imagined that the baby born in 1983 have and grown up to 37-year-old young adult, replete with innumerable success stories, destined to be the great leader in his class. Congratulations, AIPNO, and you've done a fantastic job. But this phenomenon could not have been possible without vision, dedication, and sacrifice of umpteen number of people inside and outside of the elected officers. Therefore, we all can congratulate ourselves, but we should neither get intoxicated nor be complacent. Why not? Because we remember we are promised to keep and miles to go before we sleep. I would like to admit the award is one of the biggest and most prestigious award of my career. I'm greatly indebted to my friends, colleagues, Asian Indian community who believed in me and supported, encouraged, and helped me to create AIPNO. Now, I want to be honest. I would like to reveal the secret of my success. Unlike the saying, behind every successful man, there's a hard-working woman. In my case, I had and still have my wife, Dr. Arunika Shah. She didn't stay behind me. She was around me. She has who she has Dr. Arunika Shah said by me step by step and shoulder by shoulder during the hard time. She acted like our medical vows, sacred wedding vows to stay side by side. In spite of her multiple responsibilities, such as running the family, raising two young children, and small and developing physical and rehabilitation medicine, social and community activities, and not last but not least, to be active to make AIPNO become reality. I could not believe how she did all these things. Could she be a Wonder Woman or multi-armed divine celestial body? जो भी हो तुम खुदा की कसम लाजवाब हो. I must take this opportunity to acknowledge her contribution to AIPNO and to my life. I want to thank her from bottom of my heart to help me out and help AIPNO. My two young daughters, now grown up, Dr. Sarita Shah, Dr. Neha Shah, who, when they were young, behaved like a good kid so that my wife Arunika can help me in AIPNO activities. My wife and I like to hope that this award become beacon and inspiration to others. I also want to confess that the moment I was informed about the award, a big current passed to my body and recharged my whole body. I'm ready to work for AIPNO whenever they need me. But this time, it will not be all by myself alone. I would like to have all kind of help and volunteers. In the end, we want to thank AIPNO and all the people who have brought AIPNO to this level and who are working harder to take it higher and higher level. Thank you very much. Thank you for the honor. And I will try my best and pray to God to give me strength and courage to, to live by the tenet of this award. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And thank you for your dedication. Next, I would like to introduce our keynote address, Dr. John Langle, MD, PhD, MPH, MBA, and President of NeoMed.
Thank you, Nick, and thank you, Dr. Reyna. It's a genuine pleasure to be part of the Association of Indian Physicians from Northern Ohio's annual Gala and Research Showcase. This evening is a celebration to recognize the great work of the association and to view the efforts and achievements of those who've been mentored, encouraged, and supported by the association. Northeast Ohio Medical University has maintained close ties with AIPNO since its founding in 1983. Over the years, many of our students have benefited from your generous philanthropy and gone on to participate in the organization as physician members. Some association members, including AIPNO's current president, Dr. Rupesh Rana, serve as NeoMed's faculty in training and shaping our students, and in doing so, shaping Ohio's future physicians. The association's mission to enhance the quality of healthcare by fostering excellence and professionalism in the practice of medicine and supporting efforts to improve the availability of healthcare to underserved populations in the community and in India is in complete alignment with NeoMed's mission and the reason why Northeast Ohio Medical University was created in 1973. While this has been a challenging year for all of us, it has been especially challenging for healthcare professionals and for our patients. The association's more than 300 dedicated physician members have been critical to Ohio's outstanding response to the pandemic, selflessly working long hours in extreme conditions and saving lives, while also not looking after their own personal needs and at risk of their own health. Yes, it's what we signed up for as physicians, but it's never easy. And you have performed exemplary and have remained humble about your efforts. The members of AIPNO have given even more during these trying times, leading from the front and going above and beyond what has been asked of you by engaging in additional efforts to support medical research and to make life-saving convalescent plasma available to our more at-risk COVID patients, among many other achievements that are being shared here tonight. Dr. Reyna, we're really pleased that this organization is being led by one of our faculty members. And the entire community is indebted to you and to the many selfless physicians that make up the association. And we thank you for your leadership. On behalf of the faculty, students, and staff of Northeast Ohio Medical University, I also want to personally thank the association for your support of our students. This has been a challenging year for medical students facing incredible uncertainty. Would medical school continue at a level that would allow them to progress, or would the pandemic shut us down? Would they be allowed to continue to see and to treat patients? And at what risk versus what benefit? In April, all first and second year medical students went to mandatory virtual education for the first time. We flipped that switch overnight. Then hospitals mandated the removal of all medical students from the clinical setting. There were too many uncertainties, critical PPE was in short supply, and the risk seemed too great for both students and to the patients. The concerns early in the pandemic were numerous, and we were operating in unknown territory. Would LCME allow us to graduate or advance students who would be short 2 to 3 months of clinical rotations required for medical school? And what would we do as a university to replace those critical clinical rotations? Fortunately, our faculty that includes people in this room, rose to the occasion, setting up new courses and virtual formats, and we were successful in graduating the class of 2020. The class of 2021 advanced to their 4th year, and the class of 2022 made it into their third year clinical setting, although somewhat delayed. And now virtual education, hybrid education, and the need to be agile and ready to adapt to a change in teaching structure, sometimes as rapidly as every 2 to 4 weeks, has become part of what we're prepared for and almost second nature. Our students continue to thrive. In fact, outperforming both Neomed historical metrics as well as national metrics on their Step 1 and Step 2 board exams. Our match rate was exemplary, as was the quality of the programs in which students will match, most of them staying in Northeast Ohio, where they will be trained by people in this room. We are running smoothly in the face of chaos, but the challenges are by no means over. This has taken a toll on student mental health, student physical health, and created a great state of anxiety. The second surge and the impact of the pandemic on the economy could greatly affect university funding and in turn, student services and tuition. During this time of heightened student concern, the efforts of AIPNO to support student research and to provide student scholarships has been crucial and calming. I thank you for all that you do, and I look forward to a long and growing partnership between AIPNO and Neomed. Back to you, Nick.
Thank you so much. Great words. And so as we move forward, we are going to present the Past President Award. So I would please like to give a warm welcome and warm congratulations to Dr. Harbigan Parmer. And I believe that we have a few words as well. Just a reminder, if you are on a call, make sure, there we go. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good.
Congratulations.
Thanks to Dr. Rana for giving me this opportunity. I congratulate Dr. Rana and his team for their exemplary work they have put this year despite all the hurdles. I am proud to have served as the president of this organization in 2019. Thanks again. Thanks everyone. Give me this opportunity and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was short, sweet, to the point. And we appreciate that. Next, we have a few words from the mayor of Cleveland, Mayor Frank Jackson. Now, before we go over to him, I just one quick note about this because this is pretty substantial. He is the longest serving mayor in Cleveland history, which is, I believe, 2004 is when he was first elected. So this is absolutely fantastic, and he does have a few words for us.
Hello, I'm Mayor Frank Jackson. I want to congratulate the Association of Indian Physicians of Northern Ohio for your 37th annual gala. I want to thank all of you for your hard work during this year of unprecedented challenges in the healthcare industry. I particularly want to congratulate the recipient of this year's Distinguished Physician of the Year Award, Dr. Utish Goya, on his achievements. Again, thank you and congratulations.
And I believe we have Dr. Goya here to say a few words as well.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you, AIPNO. Distinguished guests, AIPNO committee, all the members. I'm truly humbled and honored by this award. It did come to me as a pleasant surprise because all of you who are the part of AIPNO and otherwise are very talented and have done a tremendous job. I joined AIPNO in '98 when I moved to Cleveland from DC. It was good to see that we have an association of physicians in Ohio. I have lived in New York and DC, and I never found any kind of opportunity there. Last few years, AIPNO has done a tremendous job. Philanthropy, community services, providing a platform for the youngsters for research is unbelievable. I'm so impressed with what Dr. Raina, Dr. Mukunda, Dr. Khatri, Dr. Jain, and other members have accomplished. It's a true honor for me. I don't know how to express in words. I would definitely like to thank my family, my wife, Mukta, my mom is visiting us. They're somewhere on the screen, my kids. And in the end, I will end by saying this for AIPNO. I always like this quote, which is very short and sweet and simple. It's not about the steps you have taken in your life, but it's always about the footprints you leave behind. Thank you so much, AIPNO. I'm truly humbled.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your time and we appreciate your wise words. Next, we are going to turn it over to Dr. Dinesh Chitot, speaking on the change in the health paradigm and COVID. So please welcome him.
Well, hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Greetings to all of you. I am Dr. Dinesh Chitot, a nephrologist and the Associate Chief Medical Officer for Zinnia's Kidney Care. I want to thank Dr. Rupesh Raina, President of AIPNO, for inviting me to speak to you. I'm thrilled to be here with all of you this evening. And just like most of you, I'm an Indian American physician who grew up in Delhi. And organizations like AIPNO are very near and dear to my heart. You all contribute significantly and support activities to enhance the health and well-being of your local communities. The examples of your support was very visible in all these conversations we've had thus far during the gala. We have all been affected by COVID-19 pandemic, and we heard examples this evening. And life has changed dramatically for all of us. It has caused significant disruptions and hardship in nearly every aspect of our life. Personally, I used to travel 3 to 4 days a week across the country, and all my travel came to a screeching halt in early March. While less travel is good, I've had to adjust my schedule, work virtually across different time zones, stay glued to my computer screens all day, and try to adjust as best as possible to the new normal. And everyone here has done the same. And this AIPNO Gala is a good example of the new normal. My family is no different. My oldest son returned home from college, is taking online classes, and his younger brother has had to adjust to virtual learning and missed experiences of high school. And my wife, unfortunately, had to deal with 3 men at home and to manage the home affairs. It is important for all of us to continue to look after our physical and mental health during this difficult time. I work as part of the medical office at Fresenius Medical Care, a large dialysis organization with 2,600 dialysis clinics across the US. We care for end-stage renal disease patients who are the most vulnerable of populations and at the highest risk of developing COVID. You may recall that the first 2 cases of COVID-19 deaths reported in the US from Seattle happened to be dialysis patients. Fresenius is a vertically integrated company and with significant presence across the globe. And this was our major advantage for us during the pandemic because we were able to immediately interact with colleagues in China and Europe and understand the seriousness of COVID-19 even before it reached the US shores. We began planning for the pandemic as early as in February as possible and were quick to institute non-pharmaceutical measures, including double masking, which meant that our patients and nurses both masked in the dialysis units, PPE protocols, and infection control policies in our facilities. We coordinated with the CDC and other dialysis providers and created isolation clinics and testing for our patients and staff. I've had the good fortune to work with talented colleagues and teams to help guide us through this crisis. And I'm extremely proud of the selfless care provided by our patients, by our physician staff and clinicians during this pandemic. I'm so grateful and humbled by their dedication and bravery And I've heard stories of some of your dedication and bravery during this evening's function. A lot of this planning and hard work has paid off. And what we've seen in the ESRD population in the US is much less COVID cases, hospitalization, and deaths than what was predicted. While we're in the midst of the significant surge in COVID cases in the US, we seem to be reaching a new tragic milestone every day. We have about 280,000 deaths attributable to COVID, and hospitalization rates are going up almost every day. Every life lost is a tragedy, and we must do everything in our powers to stop transmission of this virus and save lives. I have personally been affected by this pandemic and have lost friends and family to this disease. Unlike previous pandemics in the past, we do have the power to change the direction and impact of the pandemic. Every day, we continue to learn more and more about the virus and its associated disease. We all have heard positive news about the COVID vaccine being available in the coming weeks. And it is unprecedented to have an effective vaccine produced in such a short time. But we have to educate our patients and communities on the benefits of vaccination and tackle vaccine hesitancy in the coming weeks. Fresenius has worked actively with state and local governments to devise a strategy to vaccinate all our patients and staff. I also want to take the opportunity to call out what AIPNO has done during this pandemic. I'm extremely impressed by your voluntary efforts and charitable work in the community and your support to several organizations. The annual fundraiser for local healthcare facilities, your food drives, the sewing of masks to support PPE needs in the hospitals, the launch of COVID-19 convalescent plasma registry, and the support you provided to hospital systems and local university students, as well as educating members amongst the organization on COVID-19 best practices are some of the great examples of the work you've done in your organization. So keep up all this good work. And I want to end by just saying that we should all remember that smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. We will all come out stronger from this pandemic, and adversities are necessary to build character in people. I believe that this crisis is going to lead us to accelerated changes and innovations and discoveries. We are going to see significant digital and technological advances, especially in healthcare, like never before. So thank you once again, and I appreciate the opportunity to participate in this evening function. Back to you, Nick.
Thank you so much. Again, fantastic words and encouraging words to hear from you. So next, I would like to introduce somebody who's going to be coming to our virtual stage and speaking to all of you. This is the president-elect, your president-elect, I should say, Dr. Dharmesh Mehta. So please give him a virtual round of applause.
Thank you, Nick. Dear AIPNO member, sponsor, and supporters, I would like to welcome you to the annual gala. I'm honored to be the endowment chair of fundraiser Chirag. I'm thankful to our founders, our endowment and executive committees and board of trustees for this wonderful event. Our mission cannot be fulfilled without the generous support of our sponsors. I would like to recognize our presenting sponsors, CDC Center for Dialysis Care and Fresenius Kidney Care. I extend my gratitude to our donors, including DaVita, Lake Health, Americare Kidney Institute, Atrium Medical Group, Baird Financial Advisor, Dingus and Daga, Foundation Health, and all other sponsors. I would like to thank each AIPNO member who has supported us throughout the year to help us achieve our goals. We are pleased to support NKF, the National Kidney Foundation, which is a lifeline for all people affected by kidney disease. We are also supporting Hattie Larham Foundation, which creates opportunity for children and adults with intellectual and development disabilities. I extend my thanks to our President, Dr. Rupesh Rana, who has worked tirelessly throughout the year, BOD Chair, Dr. Bijadi Mukunda, past President, Dr. Harbhajan Parmar, Treasurer Dr. Rajesh Saraiya, Secretary Dr. Manmit Aluwalia, and each member of our executive committee for their unconditional support. I will also like to recognize Mr. Amit Ahuja, our executive assistant Pam Pawlowski, for all their efforts. I'm very thankful to my wife Hetal, my kids Vidya and Neil, and my parents for supporting me to serve AIPNO. Again, on behalf of AIPNO, I want to express my sincere appreciation to our donors. I would like to thank them from the bottom of my heart. In the words of Helen Keller, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Thank you all for attending this event. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Next, it's an honor when, obviously we have so many people, but we have the Dean of the School of Medicine from Case Western Reserve University with us right now to do a research keynote address. So please welcome Dr. Stanton Gershon. Do we have Dr. Gershon on the call with us? All right. Well, as soon as we can get a hold of Dr. Gershon, we will be happy to listen to his keynote, but we're going to move forward until we have that. So next, I would like to introduce the winners of the Executive Member of the Year Award. So please give a round of applause, and I apologize for the mispronunciation. Dr. Vikas Jain and Dr. Saloni Khatri. Are they on the call with us?
Sure, thank you. I feel very humbled and honored. I really enjoy working with AIPNO because AIPNO is like a team effort. It is not only friends, but become like extended family. And I would like to thank the entire team of AIPNO and our president, Dr. Rupesh Rana, for organizing multiple activities, not only for AIPNO families, but also for the community. And I would like to invite Dr. Khatri to say a few words.
Hello. Yeah, I'm grateful for all the opportunities to serve through AIPNO. I'm really humbled by this award. And despite all the challenges, our team stayed strong, and they all continue to inspire me under the great leadership of Dr. Rana. Thank you so much. Thanks for this honor.
Thank you so much. It looks like we had some technical difficulties with Dr. Gershon, but I believe he is, or she is with us right now. We hear you. Yes, I believe we do.
Yes, good. So that's terrific. I'm glad you can hear me. So I'm delighted to be with you this evening. I want to make some comments about the school and about the efforts around COVID. I've been delighted with the other comments about COVID. I was just asked part of our to provide some further information about COVID. I had the opportunity to talk.
Yeah, I believe that we have, there might be a little bit of a wind issue with that. We're just gonna move on and we'll come back. So thank you so much. And again, thank you to both doctors for winning the Executive Member of the Year Award. Next, I would like to bring on the Research Award presentation. So please welcome Dr. Vikram Kumar, Basic Science Award. Please give him a round of applause virtually. I can hear it all.
Thank you, everybody. It's been an
Hi,
honor.
Nick. Thank you very much. And Dr. Vikram Kumar, thank you very much for joining us. Myself and Dr. Bijali Mukunda and Dr. Raina, we all want to welcome everyone to our virtual research showcase with another record number of abstracts this year. We received total 90 abstracts and accepted 70 in 3 categories. The participants, they enthusiastically presented posters live from 4 to 5 p.m. today. You had to see the energy they had. We had approximately 30 judges, and I want to express my heartiest gratitude to all the judges for their valuable time. We had great participation from high school students, medical students, residents, and fellows across entire Northeast Ohio. And now we will announce the winners in each category. The first category is basic science, and I would like to request Dr. Vikram Kumar the Chief of Endocrinology, Fairview Hospital, and Chief of Medicine at UH Illyria to give the awards virtually. And Dr. Mukunda and myself, we will announce the winners.
Thank you, Mona. We never believed that the research showcase would be so fantastic and great when we started this about 7 years ago. Mr. Sherrod Brown and our predecessor for Dr. Langle, Mr. Jeffrey Sussman in the second year, blessed us to grow by leaps and bounds, and that's where we are right now. Thank you everyone for making this possible. And I would also like to thank my wife, Deepa, who has spent a lot of time helping me with this research showcase setting up, and also my children, Amrita and Krishna. So without further ado, the basic science, the third prize goes to Sarisha Mahajan and Krishna Indu Khan.
The second prize goes to Vineet Tatinani.
And the first prize goes to Aditya Kalahasti. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Dr. Vikram Kumar, do you want to say a few words for them?
This has been a really fantastic year. I am so happy these youngsters and everybody across the board has done such great research and presentation. So thank you, and keep on doing the good work.
Do we have the winners online right now? Any of the winners? You want to say a few words?
I think Mona, because
okay, we'll move on to the next.
Yeah, just move on to the winners, announce them, otherwise.
Yes, yes. I'm moving, we are moving on to the second category. Second category is clinical research. And I would like to invite Dr. Dinesh Chathaut, the Associate Chief Medical Officer of Fresenius Kidney Care, to give the award virtually. The third prize goes to J. Natarajan and Sanjay Janika.
And the second prize goes to Hussein Prabhakaran and Harini Hebab and Arul Mehta.
And the first prize goes to Anna Cherian. Congratulations, all of you.
Congratulations.
Dr. Chathaut, do you want to say a few words for them?
Yeah, I just want to thank the winners of the award and for the work they've done, especially during these difficult times. But also want to stress that these clinical research awards are really big events in people's careers. So I remember going back 20, 25 years ago as a young scientist trying to do some clinical work. So it's very meaningful. And I really want to congratulate all of you for the work you've put in to actually deliver what you've done with clinical research and at least have this virtual research award in place. So thank you for all that you all do.
Thank you very much. And the third category is quality improvement. And I would like to invite Dr. Neil Mehta, Associate Dean for Curriculum Affairs, Cleveland Clinic Lerner College of Medicine, Case Western Reserve University, and Jones Day Endowed Chair in Medical Education. And you want a third prize?
It goes to J. Natarajan and Sanjay Janika.
I think we're going to do we just did the quality improvement before. We're going to do the clinical now. So for the clinical, the third prize goes to
Adam Locko. Congratulations.
And second prize goes to Ananya Thawadi.
And the first prize goes to Arvind Thawamani and Neil Kapoor. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody. Dr. Mehta, do you want to say a few words for our winners?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this has been such a difficult year for all medical students and trainees. Just trying to get your clinical rotations in. And the fact that a lot of places made it very difficult to protect people, that they didn't allow students and residents in to do research. And the fact that you were able to successfully complete this project speaks a lot for your dedication, motivation, and your interest in research. So do not lose this. finding answers and finding the truth in the world is a big part of being a physician scientist. And you're well on your way on that journey. So congratulations and keep it up.
Thank you, Dr. Mehta. We want to congratulate all the winners. And I want to express, I want to give a big shout out to Dr. Mukunda, Dr. Raina, and Ronit Chakravarti for their hard work and dedication for Research Showcase. And I also want to thank my husband, Dr. Vijay Rastogi, and both my kids, Sunay Rastogi and Puram Rastogi, for allowing me to work for AIPNO. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks again for all the presenters. And Amit, we could not have done this without you. And thank you for our internet platform, which we tried for the first time with the Research Showcase. Thank you, Rupesh and Dharmesh, for working day and night to make this possible. And as Dr. Chatto said, the clinical research, and that's where we want to encourage researchers in setting up our research education fund to encourage innovations in clinical practice, especially primary care. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate everybody, and congratulations to the winners. Next, I'd like to bring, we are going to talk about the beneficiary award announcement. That's going to be next. Dr. Sarah, the Division Vice President at DaVita Healthcare Partners. Now, Dr. Sarah has a beautiful last name, and I would love for her to pronounce it correctly, so that way we all can appreciate the wonderful last name. Dr. Sarah?
Good evening. I'm Sarah Beidel-Shees.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. A Division Vice President with DaVita Kidney Care and proud supporter of the 37th Annual AIPNO Gala. It's an honor to be with you tonight and to announce the 2020 Beneficiary Award. Before that, however, I want to thank Dr. Raina and AIPNO for the impact you have had helping combat COVID-19 in all of our communities. Your dedication to patient care, procuring PPE, launching an educational web series are just a few of the many ways AIPNO executed positive change and impacted thousands of lives. Like many areas of healthcare, dialysis has also been hit hard with COVID. Kidney patients are vulnerable in a non-COVID world, and their life-sustaining dialysis treatments cannot be canceled or delayed. I'm grateful the kidney care community, which includes many of you, has united across Ohio to ensure our patients and teammates remain safe and healthy. AIPNO has selected a major beneficiary every year since 1992. It is a sincere privilege to announce this year's beneficiaries, both of which are near and dear to my heart. The first is the National Kidney Foundation, an organization that enhances the lives of kidney patients through action, education, and accelerating change. The second beneficiary is the Hattie Larlam Foundation, a local organization providing medical, residential, and recreational and work training services to over 1,600 children and adults with developmental disabilities. On behalf of DaVita, thank you, AIPNO. I wish each of you happy holidays and a healthy 21. Back to you, Nick.
I made a mistake. I didn't unmute myself when I started talking. A rookie mistake there on that one. So I would like to bring presenting the National Kidney Foundation Award. Please welcome Mr. Brad Bucci.
Nick, can we ask Dr. Chetawat to replace Brad Bucci, please? Dr.
I'm
Dinesh
sorry?
Chetawat. Can we request Dr. Dinesh Chetawat to give that award?
Okay, Denise, yes. Is she on with us now?
No, I think Brad is not on, but Dr. Chetawat is here.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
It's my privilege and honor to be here to actually award the beneficiary to the National Kidney Foundation. Is anybody there from the NKF to receive the
Yes.
award? Okay.
Thank you so much. My name is Sharon Pierce, and I am the Senior Vice President of Government Relations for the National Kidney Foundation. And I am delighted and honored to accept this this benefit on behalf of NKF, along with Anna Chinitsa, who many of you may know, who is our fearless executive director from Northern Ohio. I'd like to start by thanking Dr. Raina for this incredible honor and to really applaud you all for what an incredible evening you've had been able to pull together, even in the midst of a resurgence of COVID-19. that you've pulled together so many amazing speakers and presenters is a real testament to the leadership that AIPNO has had on behalf of people in Northern Ohio. As others have alluded to, it's been a tough year for kidney patients. We've had a lot of challenges in the face of COVID-19. They're at particularly high risk for serious infection and disproportionate number who have lost their lives due to COVID-19. And as many of you know, kidney patients are often from diverse communities, and the intersection of health disparities and COVID-19 has been particularly challenging for kidney patients. So we at NKF have been working overtime to really try and address the needs of this population. And it's only through partnerships, through organizations like AIPNO and others that we've been able to do what we have. And we are continuing to work to really assure that those patients have needs during the COVID-19 pandemic. But hopefully as we look past it, to really improve the lives of patients with kidney disease. There's a lot of opportunity to improve diagnosis, to get patients diagnosed sooner, hopefully delay progression of kidney failure, improve access to transplant, and ensure that patients who do need dialysis have access to outstanding care that they get at providers like Fresenius and DaVita. So thank you both to all of you for this incredible honor. As many of you know, all of this work is done at the ground level by incredible field operations. And so it's now my pleasure to turn the microphone, so to speak, over to Anna Chinnis, who is our amazing executive director in Northern Ohio, to just say a few words. Anna?
Thanks, Sharon. Really appreciate all your kind words, and thank you, Dr. Reyna and AIPNO, for this, for presenting us with this award. This means so much, and Dr. Reyna has been instrumental in our work and our mission. He sits on our board of advisors, our medical advisory board. He's the chairman of our patient symposium here in Northern Ohio. Dr. Reyna has done so much for kidney patients, saving thousands of lives. Just like Nick mentioned a little earlier in the program, he is relentless in his work and is just so influential in this community. So on behalf of the National Kidney Foundation serving Northern Ohio and as executive director here, I just want to say thank you to Dr. Reyna and AIPNO. And actually this year we were honored to honor Dr. Reyna at as our physician of the year here at the National Kidney Foundation. So it's very humbling to be receiving this award back in some type of a way. So thank you so much for all you've done in 2020. And I really do hope that NKF can continue to be a partner with AIPNO going forward in the future and continue progressing healthcare in this community in great levels. So again, thank you so much. And thank you so much, Sharon, for coming from our national office to speak. And congratulations on a successful night, AIPNO. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Next, presenting the Hadi Larlam Award, I'd like to welcome Mr. Trevor Halliday.
Thank you, Nick, and good evening, everyone. I'm pleased here on behalf of Fresenius Medical Care to present the award to Steve Colecci, the CEO of Hadi Larlam. They do a lot of excellent work here in Northeast Ohio. I'll turn it over to him.
Hi, my name is Wendy Volker. I'm actually here on behalf of our CEO, Steve Colecci, tonight. I'm the development officer for the Hadi Larlam Foundation. And on behalf of Steve Colecci, our boards of directors, and everyone at Hadi Larlam, I would like to thank AIPNO for naming us one of the beneficiaries of your gala this year. We are honored to be in the company of your distinguished past beneficiaries, and we are grateful for your support of the work that Hadi Larlam does. For those who may not know, Hadi Larlam began in Manaway, Ohio in 1961 by a nurse named Hadi Larlam. She saw how a family in her small community was struggling to care for their child with severe disabilities, and she decided to step up and care for that child herself in her own home with the support of her family. Since that day, Hadi Larlam has grown from serving one child in a single farmhouse to an organization serving the needs of more than 1,600 people with disabilities and their families in Northeast and Central Ohio. We thank everyone at AIPNO for recognizing and supporting the work that we do and helping us bring awareness to the needs of people with disabilities in your community. We are especially grateful to AIPNO because as physicians, you recognize the challenges that exist in caring for people with disabilities. You know the hard work and dedication required to provide the medical care programs and services to the people we serve. We are grateful to you all for supporting our work and for providing us this opportunity tonight to share our mission of providing comfort, joy, and achievement to the people that we serve and their families. Thank you again. Congratulations on your fantastic gala celebration, and our best wishes to you all for a very happy and prosperous new year.
All right. Thank you so much, Wendy. Fantastic words. And, I feel like, I can let loose a little bit. So many of us are in their homes right now, and many of us, like me, maybe have business on the top, but if I were to show you below, I may or may not have tennis shoes on right now. That is the joy, and I will say, one of the only joys of being in a room and not being with everybody there with the human interaction. But we have had such an amazing night so far tonight. We have gone through all of our awards. So thank you all so much for being so patient through that. But the fun is not over yet. Just like if we were all together, we have to do a little bit of fun here together, right? So next, all the way virtually from New York, I'm actually, I'm where in New York? I'm trying to find out where in New York, because right now I'm just going to say that he is going to represent the whole state of New York. We have a fantastic comedian, Zama Garg, is with us here. Are you with us?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hello,
Can
hello. How are you?
Hello.
Yes, I can.
Namaste from New York City.
All right.
Namaste,
It's all
everybody.
you.
Come on, put your yoga classes to use. Namaste. Namaste, white people. You guys own yoga now. Namaste from New York City. How is everybody doing tonight? Woo, thumbs up. I'm an immigrant like many of you in this room. I came to America with $9 in my pocket, 10,000 in the bank, but 9 in the pocket. So I'm not your typical Indian woman. This bindi, it's a PR thing. My name is Zarna, which the Indian people in the audience, and there are many today, will tell you that's not a real name. You see, Jharna with a J means waterfall in Hindi. Zarna with a Z is she's the youngest. Let the servants name her. It's as if I got up here and said, my name is Melizabeth. But, in defense of my parents, naming a baby is not a big deal in India. And neither is the baby. No one in India says, come see the baby. What's to see unless it's missing a foot? So I've been married for 21 years, you guys. A little applause, please. 21 years, I felt everyone. Anybody married for a long time in this group? Thumbs up. Yeah. Been married for 21 years to a really nice man. We're the perfect Indian couple. We do math for fun. We take romantic walks in the park and discuss interest rates. So I've never said I love you to my husband. But if he said it to me, I'd know he's cheating on me. With a white woman. Where else would he learn this nonsense? And we've also never had a candlelight dinner. I mean, why would we? We came to America for the electricity. So I have 3 kids. Any parents in the room? Parents in the room? Woo? Yeah, thumbs up. No parents. How magical is parenting? All our money disappears. Right? Who's feeling that? All our money disappears. I have 3 kids, 2 boys, woohoo, and 1 girl, whatever about her. So my kids are always complaining. They're like, we don't get unconditional love from you. Who do they think they are, puppies? I'm a real Indian mother. When I want to show love, I pack their food in proper Tupperware. So my 16-year-old daughter recently asked me if Indian people even love each other. She said, I don't see you guys hold hands or kissing. Do you even, So I told her, I said, well, you're here. And why do you think we pay for so many tennis lessons? And Indian people only wrote the ultimate book on sex. To which she responded, we wrote 50 Shades of Grey. So I have a 14-year-old son. My very handsome 14-year-old son started walking to school with a girl. So I follow them. And my husband has been so impressed. He's like, our son is walking to school with a white blonde girl, and you don't have a problem with that. I said, there's nothing to worry about. It's not like she's going to get into a good college. I see some shock looks, Nick. I saw that pullback. In the clubs, I get the biggest, whoa, oh, come on. Indian people can make fun of the only thing we do well. We take tests, baby. Do you see the lineup? I've been in this audience for the last half an hour. I'm like, you can't possibly top this. So I also have an 8-year-old son, my third. I forget about him sometimes. The neighbors remind me though, you know, I have to yell at my husband, like, who let him out? I don't really know what to say about him. I don't really know him. But I'm not your typical Indian mother. If my kids don't want to be doctors, I don't care. Go be a YouTuber. Be an organic farmer. UPS is always hiring philosophers. Start practicing now. What can Brown do for you? But I learned one thing as a parent. Kids complain non-stop. Can I get a thumbs up from any other parents whose kids complain, or am I the only one? Everything is a complaint. Brown kids complain the most. Oh my God. Because, you know, they love to do, they're in America now, they want to do dangerous activities because in America, people are obsessed with dangers like skiing, paragliding, hot air ballooning, big, dangerous mountain climbing. In India, if we want to do something dangerous, we just drink tap water. But my kids complain that they're not allowed to do anything. Lately, they've been saying, you know, my friend Scott went bungee jumping. Are your kids allowed to go bungee jumping, Indians in the audience? Yeah, bungee jump. No, right? Like we're wary of that. My kids have been complaining. My friend got to go bungee jumping. He put a picture on Instagram. My friend Scott. Well, Scott should go bungee jumping. He has a B in math. He has nowhere to go but up. I didn't pay all this money for SAT prep to watch a head break open. Protect your head, your body we don't care about. Then they complain. They're like, you don't really take, we're both working parents. Can I get a thumbs up for parents who work a lot and cannot take a vacation all the time? These kids, thumbs up, right? Kids complain all the time. We don't get to go anywhere. We don't get to see anything. Okay, swap rooms with your sister. Why do you think we got a 3-bedroom apartment? You want to learn something? Go through her closet. You'll definitely learn something there. But, you know, as I mentioned, my husband, I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea, okay? We don't say I love you to each other, but we do love each other. I don't say it, I show it. You know, I check his emails for him. I make him drink Metamucil. I replace all his loser friends with my fine friends. And he's a really smart guy, went to a great college, has an amazing job. I know this because his mother reminds me. So my mother-in-law lives in India, but she comes to America for 3 months at a time. It's like she has her own season. Winter is coming. And when she's coming to America, she'll ask me, what can I bring for you? You know, she's trying to be nice. She's trying. And I'll tell her, pack a gun. Bring some cocaine. Throw some mangoes in the bag. I'll give her all these ideas and yet she breezes past security. And when she's leaving, I try to make it easy for her because I'm good like that. Are you getting good vibes from me? Like I'm a good person. She doesn't speak much English. I'm good like that. I try to make it easy for her. I tell her, check yes on every immigration question. Just check yes. Did you have a good time in America? Yes. Are you a terrorist? Yes. Were you planning to kill somebody? Yes. Do you think she's on a criminal watch list? Oh no, she gets a wheelchair and a priority pass. The agent at the gate says, thank you for coming, come again. No, come again. I'm a US citizen now. Build a wall around her. So how is the Zoom life coming along, guys? Like getting used to the Zoom a little bit, or learn thumbs down? How's it going with the Zoom? A little bit, right? That I kind of agree with that, doctor. Because like in February, March, we were getting used to it, right? We were like, okay, we're gonna make this happen. You shut off the camera and took a little bite on the side if you needed to eat. Then by July, August, you were like having a little drinky on the side. You're like, this isn't ending. A little drinky on the side, wine glass. Now in December, we're like, I'm going to take a shower. I don't even care. Who's at that Zoom phase with me, guys? We stopped caring a while ago, right? So I'm an immigrant, as I mentioned. And before I came to America, when I was outside looking in, everything in America looked so fun. It was like people frolicking in hot tubs, bubble baths, jacuzzis. In India, you get water in a bucket. I mean, a shower in America didn't stop until you stop it. People fill gallons of drinkable water in a bathtub and just sit in it because they're sad. Did I mention you get a bucket in India? So I was very young when it looked like I might have a talent for writing. I became a lawyer. It's a true story. I am a lawyer. My brother, who could do 2 + 2 really fast, became an accountant. And our siblings who couldn't do anything are all doctors. I kid you guys. I know you're a lot of doctors. I can't say more heartfelt thanks for doing what you guys are doing. 2020 really wouldn't be survivable without you guys. So before I go, I would like to share one piece of good news about my family. Can I do that? With some applause, can you tell me that I can share a piece of good news about my family? My son, my 15-year-old son, is officially 5'7" and 1/4 inches tall. Woohoo! Thank you. You feel that? The average man in India is 5'5" tall. America made my son taller, which is amazing because usually it makes people fatter. And my husband and I are both short people. We used to pray to God that our son should be tall. But there is no Hindu god of height. The one thing every Indian needs. And now, what good is it having all these extra arms if you can't reach anything anyway? Now he's walking around all upset and embarrassed because I put his height chart on Facebook and bought AdWords to promote it. Thank you so much. This is my time. I hope I brought some joy to your event. Thank you once again for the phenomenal job you're doing. I'm Zarna Garg, logging in from New York City, and love you all in Ohio and wherever you are today. Thank you. Namaste.
Fantastic. I was dying laughing, especially with the kids stuff. I have a 3-year-old and, I'm just waiting for that. And luckily he's adopted and he's mixed with, he's beautiful, but he's just mixed with everything. And we took him to the doctor last week to get his 3-year-old checkup. And he was at 90th percentile in height. And I was like, thank the Lord, because I'm 5'8". Like I'm a short little stubby Italian guy. Like that's who I am. So I got really excited. I'm like, okay, we're going to start like prepping for like basketball, football, all that fun stuff. So I'm like, got to get into college somehow, some way. But that was amazing. Hysterical. Thank you so much for bringing some lightness to today. You were very beautiful and we loved it. So we're going to pass off to do some dancing and some Bollywood dance sessions. So if you feel inclined, I'm guessing this could be like an interactive thing. So I'd like to bring, let's see, Shisha Mehta and Dr. Sanjita Mehta. Is that correct? That's as close as we're going to get. So we have a Bollywood dance session next. So, for those of us sitting down, enjoy it. And if you want to sit and watch, we'll have some fun.
Hi everybody, this is Sangeeta Mehta. So are you ready for some Bollywood dance fun? So I say dance, but really no dance skill is required. If you can walk and move your hands, that's all it is needed. So this is for everybody. So get up everyone and put on your dance shoes or No shoes at all, just like mine. So let's do it.
Hi everyone, I'm Seisha, I'm Dr. Mehta's daughter, and today we're going to teach you 10 very simple Bollywood dance moves. Honestly, these dance moves are things that you've done across your entire life. Things like snapping or beating the drum, and these are very simple moves that we're going to incorporate into a Bollywood dance. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to explain all 10 moves in one go, but first we're going to do it without the music. So don't be nervous, don't be scared, we're going to do it one step at a time. And also don't worry about if you're going right or if you're going left. It's going to be a little bit of a mirror movement, so whatever direction you go, no problem.
All right, so we're gonna start with just the side-to-side movement. Okay, so mostly the side-to-side movement. I'll tell you when to, there are a couple of times we have to go back and forth. But so side to side, and we're gonna start with her hands now. So it's gonna be just snap your fingers, 3 and 4. Now we're gonna do shoulder lifts, shoulder lifts, shoulder lifts, shoulder lifts. Next, change the bow, change the bow, change the bow, change the bow. Then you wanna knock on the door, knock on the door, knock on the door, knock on the door. Then we're gonna go forward 4 steps. 2, 3, and 4 steps. Then back, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Then we're gonna make a rainbow on one side, and then the other hand, rainbow on the other side. And then bow and arrow, bow and arrow. We're almost done. So then you wanna drizzle, 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 drizzle. It's rain. On the other side, drizzle, 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 drizzle. And then drum beats, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. That's it. These are the simple moves. So we're gonna try and do it with music now, okay? All right. So I will say the moves out loud and you guys follow along and we'll have the entire sequence twice, okay? So let's start. Snap fingers. Snap fingers. Shoulder lifts. Again, snap your fingers. Shoulder lifts. Change the bow. And knock on the door. Change the bows again. Knock on the door. Go forward, 4 steps, 2, 3, 4, go back, 2, 3, 4, make a rainbow, another hand, and bow and arrow, drizzle, drizzle, drum beats, again, drizzle, drizzle, drum beats. Do it again. Snap your fingers. Shoulder lifts. Snap your fingers. And shoulder lifts. Change the bow. Knock on the door. Change the bow again. Knock on the door. Go forward. 2, 3, 4. Go back. 2, 3. Rainbow. And bow and arrow. Drizzle. Trumpets. Again. And trumpets. Snap your fingers. Almost done. Shoulders. Here we go.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I was looking through and there was some people definitely doing the dance. I caught you guys. I caught you. That's good. It's good to get up and have some fun. We've laughed, we've danced. It's almost like it's like a movie. It's like you laugh, you cry. We did all of it today. So there's one thing that I've been talking that I'm thinking we're missing for the evening. And so we can't go tonight without some cocktails. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, that's like a gala, some cocktails. So we are going to do some cocktail making. So I would like to introduce, and finally I get to introduce someone who's Italian, right? George Giovanni. And so I'd like to say it that way. George, are you with me here?
Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Oh, wait, it said Giovanni. George.
Yes.
I was all excited. I can't see your face. I was all excited. Are you Italian or no?
Well, I'm not Italian. I'm basically Romanian person, and I got a Italian look, so this Giovanni is my nickname.
You know, we'll go with it. We can tonight. Will you be my Italian compadre tonight?
Santa George, because here it's already Saint George, Saint Nicholas actually. So as you can see behind me, I have got the treat already done today, and all these kind of things for the Christmas preparations, and doing a lot of presents for my son and my other family related. So you guys, you can hear me quite well? Good. It's my first time when I'm doing this on the camera. So basically for me, it's kind of new. I was really enjoying the Bollywood dancing. This was remind me about a few movies which I was watching when I was like 10 years old in Romania. I was on every Sunday from 8 p.m. till midnight, a Bollywood movie with Salman Khan, and it was another name of a pretty young woman, brunette woman, I remember. And I was really staying there for 4 hours watching the TV, the movie, very exciting. And all my friends was going to the disco, because on the Sunday night it was disco, and they was calling me, "Hey George, you coming to the disco?" "No man, I have to stay here to watch a movie with my friend's elephants," or whatever it was, with someone kind of something like that. So it was remind me about this Bollywood dancing. And also the woman who was just doing the comedy show, she reminded me about a few things as well, which I found myself. So tonight I'm going to do a cocktail masterclass with you. I don't know if you've done this before in your life. I'm sure you all guys had a few drinks, and because it's December and it's Christmas time, I try to do a Christmassy drink, which in Europe, it might be in USA as well, which is calling mulled wine. It's like egg nog to USA when you have it before Christmas, in the Christmas Eve. So what are we going to do? You might seen already this on YouTube, but this is my way, the way I'm doing mulled wine. So all we need, it's a pot, which we're going to put it on fire afterwards. And then we put some fruits inside and red wine. So what fruit we're going to do? I already cut it everything because I knew I'm going to be very short in a short time. So it's going to be some banana. So you cut banana, you put inside some banana, and then some apples. You cut the apples and you put the apples inside. Then some oranges. Slices of oranges with the skin straight away. I have some orange cut in half, some orange juice as well, which you just press it inside and you put it there as much as you like. And some, how are we calling this in English? It's not coming right now in my mind. The sticks, which is Christmassy, cinnamon sticks. For the cinnamon sticks, you have to break it a little bit, because when you're breaking it, it's coming the flavor out. It's better the cinnamon sticks than the cinnamon powder. It's much healthier as well. So don't use cinnamon powder. You're not going to get the same flavor with the cinnamon powder like with the cinnamon sticks. It's much more original. Then a little bit of butter. We're cutting like a little bit of butter. Put it inside there, some honey, is a pure honey. Okay.
Mr. Giovanni, you're too tall, so you have to a little bit bend so we can see you too with your.
Absolutely. So then you add the wine, the red wine. So after that, you put this on the fire, and all these things is going to do a really, really good flavor to the wine, and you leave it to boil. After you boiling, you straight away you take something and you put it in a mug or in a coffee cup and serve it to your guests. It's nice to put it with some slices for fruits as well, with cinnamon stick, and serve it to each one. So this is my way of doing the mulled wine, which is a very, very popular drink here in Romania, but all over the Europe during Christmas time. So if you like that, you can do it anytime in your homes, to your guests in the future, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like it, and your guest is going to like it as well, and everything is going to be really, really good. Now, the other drink which I'm going to do is, because I had another drink, I didn't want to do just one drink. I just said to Ayman that I'm going to do 2 drinks. Is also a drink made by myself. I'm not going to do a classic cocktail like you guys might see on bars. So this is going to be with the tea. Also, it's not going to be hot, it's going to be cold. So I'm going to add some tea. This can be any tea, green tea, black tea, whatever you want. Then some sugar syrup. I already prepare everything here to myself to have it on my hand. This is homemade vodka made by myself with some cherry. We added everything on the shaker. Then I need a lemon. So I have a lemon here. No. Okay. Put some lemon juice in here. Okay. Good. And some honey. This honey is going very difficult from my spoon. And after that, you add some ice in the shaker. Obviously, this is not really like a bar, but I improved it myself to have it like a bar. You take the shaker. Now you may have different shakers. This is a professional shaker with a glass. You can have those shakers just with a steel, which is much more easier to shake. This is a 2-piece shaker, which all the bartenders got it, and you take it the way you want it. Now, this is the almost, you might hear as well that everybody, when he's shaking this shaker and you look into his face, basically the face is his sex face. Depends. Now everybody has to improve it a little bit. Give it a good shake. Take a glass, which is a whiskey glass or a tumbler glass. Put it straight inside all the drink. And then we use decoration, which can go like that or straight away in the glass. So this is basically what I called vodka tea martini. But I don't really have the martini glasses, so I put it in this glass. It's supposed to go in a martini glass, but I don't really have a martini glass for the moment. So I put it in this glass as a whiskey glass. But it's really enjoyable. it's got a lot of flavor and it looks brilliant as well in the glass. So cheers.
Cheers. That looks fantastic. I think I'm gonna try the first one, because that one I would probably drink like 5 of them in like 2 seconds. So I think the other would be able to sip on a little bit more.
Well,
But they both are. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, this is drinking the mulled wine. Is drinking outside. That's why it's very hot. And drinking like when people they're going outside, it's all these festivals during Christmas. So to get warm, you drink a hot mulled wine outside with the friends, trees, and all this kind of music going on the streets. So
Well,
yeah,
I'm
if
in.
you kind of remember it, I hope so. You done it or wrote it down if you wanted, or if you guys have some questions, you can ask me. I can answer to you and make sure you got the right recipe.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your time and your energy with that. That was awesome. And we are in Ohio, and well, at least I'm in Ohio. In Cleveland, we got a lot of snow, and so we are ready for the warm drinks. That the colder one, I think I'll wait for a few months, and hopefully we'll be out of quarantine. I'll be able to kind of hang out at a bar somewhere at some point. So, but until then, we're all going to stay home and stay safe. And this was the last portion of our evening. We're going to finish off with Dr. Rana here, but again, I really want to thank each and every one of you for coming. We had, I believe the last count was somewhere towards 483 participants tonight throughout the world. And, I try my best to look at the positives of what's going on here, because it's a lot easier for all of us to look at the negatives, but the things that are going to be coming out from a technology standpoint and the way that life is going to be will be different. But to be able to connect with so many people in such a platform is something to where I never imagined us being a mainstream thing. So on behalf of everyone here, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Dr. Rana, I'm going to pass it off to you to finish everything off. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this. It truly means a lot. And have a fantastic evening, everybody.
Thank you, Nick. I don't know where do I start concluding and saying thank you. I have a mixed emotion. When you take the presidency, you work hard, and like before this presentation, I was so nervous running around, and now I feel like everything is done and everything is coming to an end. So it's kind of a mixed feeling. Thank you note is both good and bad. Good in the sense you have to give your gratitude. You feel good for the people who are there when you were in the process of implementing your ideas, your concept. I want to thank, first of all, my family, my wife. I want to thank all my friends, my executive members, BOD chair members. Thanks to all the AIPNO members, this time we have 489 participants live seeing the presentation. We have 487 people attended our CME. We have 71 poster live session going 1 and 2, and we have a winners. This is amazing. This is very nice. And I said in my beginning speech when I was complaining to God that what do you want this year? You gave me every hurdles you can. And there is a saying by Mother Teresa, you don't see the pain and the suffering. You only see the pain and suffering, what you are going through, but you don't see what God has a plan in the back of the mind, because he only knows what he can do and where he could put you to the work. So I want to thank you, all of you. I want to thank all the senior AIPNO members, past presidents, and all my executive members to put this work together. Believe me, this is not easy. I told Dr. Mehta and my wife, Geetu, I said, I would have done this in person. I was running around and I didn't know virtual can such be a nerve-wracking. I also want to thank all our beneficiary supporters. And this is the first time I feel very privileged. I have the CEO of the CDC, Mr. Gary Robinson. I have the Vice President and Associate Staff from Dr. Dinesh Chetawat from Fresenius. I have Sarah, sorry, Sarah, I cannot say your last name, from Davita. What a wonderful platform you have with all 3 major dialysis companies coming for the beneficiary for NKF and Hati Larlam, which is very close to me. I want to thank you all. I want to wish that next year I can see you virtually. I want you all to stay safe. As I said in my speech, I want you all to be healthy. We need you. And our AIPNO members who are forefront fighting the COVID-19, I feel so honored to be their friend. They have been working hard and doing so good. I also want to thank a couple of people behind this virtual. First of all, my friend, Nick. Nick, thank you. Nick has helped us a lot. In the last minute, he agreed. And Nick Dewey, thank you for that. I want to thank the team who put the virtual platform. Mr. Amit Ahuja. Mr. Amit Ahuja has given his voluntary time, and being a part of the AIPNO, his wife is actually our AIPNO member, Payal Ahuja, but Amit has been very, very supportive for me. I also want to thank Chetan for putting this wonderful virtual platform and putting all these things together. It's a teamwork. Dalbir was involved, Dr. Sandhu was involved, Manmeet Ahluwalia, Dr. Manmeet Ahluwalia was involved. Everybody in my executive team, Dr. Saloni Khatri, Dr. Vikas Jain, Dr. Vikram Kumar. I can just start saying the word and I cannot even, the whole evening will go. And also special thanks to Mona, our past president, Harbhajan Parimar. So I can go on saying the name, but I really want you all to give a big applaud to all the virtual platform people who have worked hard to put this in action. I got the text from Mr. Sherrod Brown. I said, I'm sorry you are late. We are closing the things because the links are only limited to their certain time to come in. But I want to thank all our speakers and people who have attended, and special thanks to the student. With that, good luck, stay safe, God bless. Next year, probably we'll see you in person with Dr. Dharmesh Mehta. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Great job.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Mukunda, and of course, Rupesh.
Thank you, Dr. Mahana. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Rituji. Thank you for being there.
Good job.
Thank
I don't
you.
think anybody could have done better than that.
So proud of
Thank
you.
you.
Your
Thank
whole
you.
team worked very hard. Congratulations.
Thank you, Rituji. Thanks a lot. That means a lot.
Congratulations, Rupesh. This was awesome. Very nicely put together.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Great job, everyone. Thanks again for TV Asia for showcasing our event and also giving a community roundup spot on the global broadcast. Thank you, TV Asia.
Yeah, thank you, TV Asia, and Mr. Mahesh Desai. He has been an extra, has always been very helpful to AIPNO and AIPNO family. Actually, I consider Mr. Mahesh Desai as our part of our AIPNO family. So thank you, Mr. Desai and TV Asia.
Thank you, Rupesh.
Thank you, Dr. Kumar. Thanks a lot.
Great.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks,
Congratulations, Gitu. Great job.
Wow, you've been so patiently listening to everybody.
Dr. Mukunda, great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Great job, Gitu. Thanks for all your support.
Yes.
Thanks to all the AIPNO family.
Thank you. Thanks.
Great job.
Bye.
Great job, Gitu, and Dharmesh as well, and Hetal, and Dr. Mukunda, Bijadi Mukunda, Deepa, everybody, and the whole executive committee and the BOT.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mona. Thanks, Vijay. And Hetal, be ready for next year. Dharmesh is going to be ours.
Yes, he's in background. She's laughing.
Yeah.
I know it's not
Thank
a
you.
word.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Safadi. Thank you for joining. And Dr. Safadi, he's my research mentor. He's a very accomplished basic science researcher in NeoMed. And thank you for being here and judging our post and be a part of AIPNO. That means a lot to me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Safadi. You trained Rupesh very well. Thanks for giving him to us.
He doesn't need to be trained.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Good night. The meeting is closed now.
Thank you. Thank you, Chetan.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot for
Good night.
everything.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Chetan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone. Thanks, Chetan.
Thanks. Bye.